Hi, I'm Nigel Barker. I'm a fashion photographer and I worked on a show called America's Next Top Model for 17 seasons. I also worked on The Face with Naomi Campbell on NBC, and you may remember me from Top Photographer, which I shot with Adorama. In this series, I'm going to break down what it's like to actually shoot a fashion campaign from top to bottom, from actually working with the client to thinking about the idea, the concept, to working with the models, to picking the models, to the makeup, the hair, on set, all aspects of putting together a fashion campaign from A to Z. So in this episode, I'm going to talk about selecting the models for the Yes And campaign, as well as the creative process for selecting the right hair and makeup. Hair and makeup is critical because it represents, are we going to be super glamorous? Are we going to be natural? Where are we going to be? This is an eco-fashion brand, as well as obviously selecting the models. What do the models look like? Where do they come from? Do they represent the client, and do they represent the audience? Do they represent the customer? So for Yes And, as an eco-fashion brand that's trying to create clothes that are staples for all women, we decided to look for models that represented people from everywhere. So we have a model who is a full-figured model. We have a model who is African-American. We had twin models who are part Chinese, part Irish, who are also 47-year-old mothers and yogis. So this is to show that we have athleticism. We can show that we can dress women of all shapes, and of course that we represent people of all color. That is a brand identity that is very important to Yes and very important to the fashion industry today. Now, the hair and makeup is also critical. It's important to find a makeup artist and a hairstylist who can work with people of all different skin types, all different colors. So depending on the fashion campaign, the hair and makeup varies dramatically. I've done photo shoots where the hair and makeup is really over the top, really dramatic, and really special. But also sometimes you want to tell a story that's about being natural, that's about being real, and that's exactly what we wanted for this Yes And campaign. So the hair and the makeup was about glowy, healthy skin. We wanted to represent the women as they are, looking their best as real women. So that was very important to us. Now, I booked a hair and makeup stylist called Matthew Sky, who I've worked with for years. Matthew is a veteran of the industry, and he knows exactly how to bring out the best in each person. And when I say natural makeup, it may seem like, okay, does that mean they're not wearing any makeup or very little makeup? Actually, on the contrary, doing natural makeup is arguably harder than doing glamorous makeup, where you may put a smoky eye or a big red lip, obvious statements. When you're doing natural makeup, you still apply makeup, but you have to make it look like it's not really there. That takes a lot of expertise and a lot of time. So each of the models was cast for a specific reason and for a specific area that they cover. With the Chin twins, for example, they're athletic, they are mothers, and they are sisters, right? So it was very important for us to also work with them in a way that made sense of what they bring to the actual photo shoot. So they are athletic, they do yoga, they do dance, and you'll see that that was incorporated into many of the photographs, as well as their connection as sisters. They represent women who are very strong, very confident, and very positive. But the point with a brand like Yes And is to understand that we want to represent all different types of women. So every model who came to set, I spoke to them and said, who are you? What do you represent? What makes you feel strong? What makes you feel confident? And I want you to be you on set. And when I say that, it may sound like, well, isn't that obvious? But actually, models many times play a character on set. You give them a role, you give them a narrative, and they have to play that out. In this particular instance, I was asking them to play out themselves, which means actually it's quite difficult because you're not role modeling, you're actually being yourself at that moment. And so we play music that makes them excited, that makes them smile. And every different model who came to set, I asked them what music they liked, what they wanted to listen to. As well as the hair and the makeup artist, working with them. We made a conscious decision with many of the models to keep their hair as they normally wear it, not to make it into some special do that was something that we had seen in a magazine, but rather, how do you like to wear it? How do you like to be seen? So that they felt comfortable. Very important to make your models comfortable and to set the tone on the set. With makeup, with music, with hair, with a fan, with a wind machine, all these different things set the tone and can either put you on edge and make it very dramatic, or make you very relaxed and make you very calm. We had all aspects in this photo shoot, from a bit of drama to big smile. On set, it's not just about shooting the models. Oftentimes, you're going to be shooting the designer as well. The designer represents the brand overall. I mean, it's her idea, it's her creation, it's her concept. So of course, bringing the designer in is a big deal, but the designers aren't often that comfortable in front of the camera. That's not their natural place. They're not always going to be models. So you have to work with them and make them feel comfortable. Again, this is a big day for them. There's a lot of money being spent on that day. There's a lot of work that's gone into that day. So there's a bit of stress back there. So you want to let that go. I even stepped into the picture myself because it's fun to do that, and working with a designer, it's all about that collaboration, that partnership. And so for a photograph like this, it came to life. But we also want to celebrate the entire team. It's a huge team effort. And in a shoot like this, we had something like 6 interns, we had 7 photo assistants, I had 2 different shoots being run on set at the same time with flat lays, my own shoot where we were shooting POP, which is the full body shots that you see on the catalog of a website, as well as the campaign shots. We had 4 models, hair and makeup artists, you name it, there were many people on set. So we brought the entire team in with the videographers and everything else. Because on a campaign like this, it isn't just the stills, but it's the video, it's the social media, it is all the different aspects where photography plays a large part in the marketing of a brand. So in the next episode, I'm going to get into gear and lighting. Of course, the most crucial part of the shoot.